very little amount of money to help our students not go without taking anything. And maybe there are those having issues with school fees. So our target for this year, or until our term ends, we should have at least helped 50 students. That is one, paying for them for some school fees and paying for them some meal, which we intend that it is something that will be recurrent and will keep happening for us to help our students. And then the vibrancy and campus tours. Can we have activities that will bring more students together? Can we have sports that are very active? Can we support everyone else? So those are the few things that we're working on. And the issues of missing marks, I can say the university is doing really well. And like before now, most of us are receiving the results. So those are the few things that I'm working on as a team. But I know that the university is very critical in it because they have their own plans towards the same. So we just come in as a complementary kind of a leadership, and we supplement what the school is already doing.
That's nice, thank you. And about Malith Care Fund, anybody can reach you out and donate.
Yeah, anybody. I'm making it open. I want to make a proposal of it, and I'm making it open to everyone, even to the students who feel they have something and they could help support their fellow students can come in, and even to families and anyone is ready. Anyone is open to give contributions towards Malith Care Fund.
Yes. And how can we reach that? Or you are still?
I'm still working on it, so we have to have now it is something new, so we have to have a working plan for it, and we have to have management for it. So we have to, within the next 2 weeks, that's what we're working on.
Okay.
But you can still reach out to me and my number. Yeah.
All right. That's cool. And maybe another thing, I think there have been a lot of rumors going through school about how you got into that position and all that. I think you must have heard of some of them. Would you like to clear that up for us, please?
Yeah, one of them is that I paid, like one of the rumors that I heard was that I paid people to vote for me. I don't like bribing people. I don't like bribing, because I'm an honest person and I don't really like corruption. So what I did for the teams is that I came through for them. There is what, if you make someone, you help someone achieve what they want to achieve, that's not called bribing them. So what I did was I supported some of the teams financially. That is with maybe posters, with even clearance fee, the 2,000 that we are paying. I did pay for some people. That was not bribing them. I was like, okay, I felt like I was so attached even to the teams, and I wanted their success as well before even I thought of them voting for me. And that's why if you realize teams, I know you are in the race, so people are being paid on that day. Delegates are being sent money, but they still chose to vote for me because I supported them, and we had created a friendship with them. Another thing was that the school administration had maybe wanted to make history, and they had to force me into position. I know you were there when we were voting, and you saw what was happening. I cut communication with I have the VC's contact. I have Professor Odoche, anyone in the administration, because I've been working with them as the international students representative. But immediately I said I'm vying since December. I never called Professor Odoche. I never spoke to him. One, because I felt I know this guy is really a good guy. He'll never support and he'll never favor anyone. He'll just do what is there. So I never called him and even asked him, Malith, why did you run away from me? I was like, no, your position was very critical then, and I know you. So whenever I call you, you can have it in mind that I'm trying to ask for favors from you. So I never spoke to anyone. In any case, my opponents were like, the school administration like me, and they will choose me and not Malith and all of that. So I just say, if the school administration will have to choose you, why not me? So there was nothing I did that. This was clean politics. Like I will have maybe looked for you that night. I sit you down and I convince you. You will have dropped that team. Just write an email and say, I don't want to be in this, and I was coerced to it. I didn't intend to vie, so the team leader forced me to it. And you just drop the position. I will have done all that for international students. Even some of them, ask me for international students, those who came to me for advice, because previously I was the leader. I gave them out to them, so to the other teams. I didn't even want to know. And the first thing that happens with the dirty politics is that you have to focus on your opponent and their team members. All of them called my team members to drop, but I never did anything to call even. I didn't call anyone from any other opponent's team. Even if you're my friend and you join an opponent team, I just say, please let's converse after these elections. So I played clean politics, because what I want to achieve is, people have always perceived that politics is a dirty game. But I played it clean until I won. Played it really clean. I didn't do anything to anyone, and none of them will hold a grudge against me. That, in any case, I even sponsored some teams through a malicious person who was pretending to be my supporter. Yet he didn't support me. He was just moving in all the teams. If I finance him to move around or to facilitate him in campaigns, he'll give my opponents the money. And even remove good conducts. I removed some good conducts for opponents' teams. I really played clean politics, So there is nothing that anyone did to me in favor of winning. It's just my hard work and my team's members' hard work. So even I was just glad that the elections were done, and even the IEC chairperson received the results you were watching, right? So you saw the way the results came out when we were all there. You didn't even know what was happening. You didn't even know who won. You just saw the results in the graph. You could see who won the election. So, and the government of Kenya is not involved in this University of Nairobi politics or any other university, because I know you were, and there is none of them who came to influence them. It's just so independent on its own, and that's how you can see that the University of Nairobi is already on its own, and it's doing everything by itself. So there is no one, be it the government, be it the school administration. No, there is none.
Thank you so much for clearing that up. And I think we are almost at the end of our session. So I just want you to give us a word of motivation, a word of inspiration to ladies out there that are planning to maybe step it up or go for a position or something. Because most of the time, as international students, when you are in foreign countries, you would want to do something that's out of the academic board or something, but you're like, I'm an international student, or I'm a foreigner in this place, I don't think it would work for me and stuff. What word of motivation would you give for them?
What I will tell them is, understand where you are, understand your environment. If I didn't understand my environment, I would not have had to have the interest to buy. So the biggest challenge we have as international students or as foreigners, as they term it, is that we don't understand what is around us and what are the privileges that we have. Can you get to understand exactly what is happening? So for that, when we understand this, nothing will hinder you. And it's a matter of convincing yourself. So can you have strong will over your your mind be stronger even to convince you into doing things? Because I struggled a little bit with convincing myself and saying I'm fine. It was more of me having to say I'm fine. And it is all about dare do anything. There is no one destined for greatness if not you. And one thing that made me move was, if I'm thinking that Eden might be smart, so I might be smarter than she is. And if she feels she's she's great, I might be greater than she is. So if you think that someone is smart, can you just make yourself a little bit, can you think of yourself even smarter than they are? And can we have someone is smart, can you just make yourself a little bit, can you think of yourself even smarter than they are? And can we have the willpower to always try everything? And to the refugees, especially because now I'm a refugee, one thing I've come to realize is that we are brought to this university, we have scholarships, but most of us would want to still live in sympathy. They want to sympathize with themselves, and they want to expect now others to sympathize with them. So can we be grateful? Being at the University of Nairobi is itself greatness. So if you're in such a prestigious university, leave alone your problems and leave them and move. Because otherwise, again, we don't attend. Like for you, you have engineering students association, but for you, because you feel you're a foreigner, you don't want to attend. You don't want to be part and parcel of it. You don't want to join societies that are in school, like in Kenya, in law school. We have what is called moot court. We have other events that happens, but they will shy off from all of that.
Yeah.
So if you shy off from all that, you not even get the experience. So you just have to be open-minded and be a go-getter. Try, give it a try, give everything a try. And at least it's better when you lose after trying than just failing to try. Yeah. So people have to know that, and it's really important that we have to come up with what we really want. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Malith. Thank you for being an eye-opener to us. Thank you for representing us in such a Thank you so much, Malith. Thank you for being an eye-opener to us. Thank you for representing us in such a prestigious university, as you called us. And so I'm so glad to have you today, and we are looking forward to seeing all the things you have for us in store. And I really hope you have the greatest of your term. And thank you so much for being here.
Maybe one thing again I will tell international students is have the right documents, because most of us are struggling to even follow. Maybe if you're not a refugee, you have to have the passport, and your passport will be valid or will allow you to do things at the university if you have a student pass. So these are small procedures that you just have to apply and have them. So have the right documents, be open to participate in anything that the school offers, any activity, just be part and parcel of it, and practice your talents and try to nurture them, and visit offices and ask. Just don't sit by yourself and trying to assume that this is not meant for me, this is not going to happen, all of that. So just know that you can do it. Yeah, but like I always say, I'm a proud South Sudanese and a proud member of the University of Nairobi. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you to Malith. Thank you so much. So guys, see you in the next episode with another guest. So make sure you press on that subscribe button and like all our social media pages. Bye.